Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life. I'm your host, Scott. It is Saturday. So, it is going to be one of those recaps of my last week. Ups and downs, what I'm going through. Just my last week and how I'm doing. So it's Saturday. Welcome. It is April 8th, 2023. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm being me. And I think that's okay. Just being me. And with that said, I've had a somewhat busy week. I've had some high and lows. The last couple of days, I've been arguing with my mind, trying to send the positive vibes to other people. Being ill, being sick, I don't recommend it. But I'm okay, and I treated my body right, because it went through a lot this past week, and for people who don't know, I live in America, and there is something that happens a lot, and a lot of people are not happy when they receive this in the mail. But on the other hand, I was. And I've known for a while, and I never said anything because, it is what it is. So, that's jury duty. And again, I don't go out much. I don't do things. And I try to be very good, but I kind of got in trouble. So I'm not gonna let you wait on, that's not my style. So I'm gonna just tell you what happened. I made an oopsie. So I dressed nice to jury duty. I made sure that, I didn't have any prohibited items. Well, I did. Totally forgot. So many years ago, I had a pair of handcuffs, and I'm just me being me, and then somebody wanted them, and I gave them the key for it, and can you keep the spare? Just in case, And this was many, many years ago. So I put it in my wallet. I never go out and I hardly ever use my wallet. My handcuff key was, right behind my ID. Just safekeeping, always have it. Go to jury duty, and I'm one of the first people there, and oh boy, oh no, it was an ordeal. Whew. Now, I'm not confrontational. If you know me, I'm always positive, and I'm not somebody who's, I don't have any qualms with issues with authority. And so this police officer, security dude person, I put my wallet in, scanned, and he's like, do I have your permission to go through your wallet? And me being me, I went, yeah, I'm okay. Because everybody's different, and push back, and there's issues, right? Once I said, go for it, and he asked, and so I answered all of his questions, truthfully, faithfully, honest, because that's who I am. And he's like, you kind of can take this back to your car. So I walked here. I live far away. Church duty starts in 10 minutes. It's like, if I take this away, it's gone for good, and, I have to deal with the other stuff that came after. And I'm like, okay. And so I then sent a message to the person who had it, and they just responded with a facepalm emoji. But, it's a story that I can tell, I have a lot of quirky stories, and I enjoy it very much. Another thing that I really enjoy, but so I got in trouble, and because there's a lot of things that I totally understand, and it is, I'm going to be honest, it is what it is, but I'm laughing, and I kind of been telling people while I've been sick, I've been telling people the story, because I've gotten many different reactions, and I've the things that I do normally, and but now I know, and I can help other people, and I just, when you have something like that in your wallet for many years, and one of the things that the officer told me, and I'm okay, he saw the indent in my wallet. Like, it's been there for a while. And he's like, yeah. It's like, because every state is different. Like I said, I'm in America. Every state is different. Every county is different. And I'm somebody who likes learning about laws of everything that I do. I follow rules to the T. I've gotten in trouble a few times. But, but it makes sense. It is what it is. But it's just a little laugher. But yeah, I had jury duty. I did not get chosen for jury. But I've mentioned that I dress, comfy. And whatever that may be changes, every couple months. Sometimes I like camo pants. Sometimes, right now my current comfy is cargo shorts, which I used to hate shorts. But it was just comfy. And so I have many, and but again, I try really hard to comply. I didn't have nice clothes. I didn't have money to really buy nice clothes. And so on Monday, I went to Amazon and I bought nice clothes. And that is what I did. And I looked nice. And I felt good. And the dynamic, and the dichotomy of looking nice. I had my hair pulled back in a ponytail, in a good hair tie. Because I wanted to look nice. After my shower, I made sure that. And so the normal hair tie that I use are, your basic, $5 for 150 type deal. But I went to Amazon and I wanted a hair tie, and it was a little packet of 8. But with my long hair, the cheap little rubber band tie just snaps, right? Or really stretches and just rips out hair. So I got these athletic bands. It's just a little packet of 8. And wow, have they made a difference. I like them. And I'm so, and I think they were like $3 for V8. I could be wrong. I think they were more. I'm probably misremembering. But I do go for cheap stuff, so. But I got a nice button-down shirt, pants, and I look good. And then the next day I wore a suit. I look good. Super uncomfortable, but I look good. And people treat you differently how you look. So the first day, the first outfit, you look good. I dress comfy. The first day, the dress pants, the dress shirt. I had a hoodie that I wear a lot. And I didn't really want to wear it, but I wanted it because I knew, it may get cold. So I just have it in case. So I draped it over my neck and it's cool. And people treated me nicely, and when I was in this large jury assembly, I usually pay a corner, and people tend to leave me be, and I get to just listen to my music. That's all I had. All I had was my music. Music calms me. Music helps calm my anxiety. And when, people needed my attention, I gave them my attention. But majority I was just in my headspace. And, getting treated nicely really goes a long ways. And I got comments, but the next day when I wore my suit, and that's when more people made verbal comments and was like, hey, you're looking good, I love the suit. And just, that really goes a long ways. I'm not used to that. I'm used to a lot of people just, rolling their eyes, and especially people that I've, never seen, or they've mentioned something, and that goes a long ways, especially because, they don't know what I'm going through. They don't know everything that's going through my mind. And it really does surprise me, the stuff that happens when I go in a place with a suit. People treat me more respectful. They and yet if I'm just wearing shorts, a nice, baggy t-shirt, and it's really hard for me to find a baggy t-shirt at my size. But I wear comfort. And people just look at me, and I'm I'm just another fat dude. And whatever they may think of me, they're pretty stereotypical. They see me one way, but you just add a suit, and I transform into somebody, and people want to verbalize that and treat you way different. I'm sorry, I don't really understand that. as, you know, that's hard for me. You know, I when I talk to somebody, I don't really care what they're wearing. Now, if they're wearing a t-shirt that has an anime or something that I like, I'm going to comment on it. But I like to find people personal level and not base what they're wearing. So I do apologize for just me. But I'm me, you know. And so I'm glad that people notice me when dressing super nice. But you know, regardless of what I'm wearing, I'm the same person. And so that's just my observation. Words are hard. But it was nice, looking nice. It felt good. And then after I was done people pleasing and doing everything else that I had to do that warranted a suit, because day 2 was pretty busy. That also warranted a suit, but you know, I'm me, and yeah, I experiences and things that I enjoyed, and spreading, you know, the love, the joy, the smiles, and trying not to let things tear you down and dim your lights, because you're amazing. It's Saturday. I love Saturday. I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm not feeling the best. I'm not doing the best. Just a lot of things going on in my little brain. And anxiety, nervousness, just there's a lot of things that goes through my brain, and the highs, the lows, just things that I'm trying to find and do, and I'm rambling, but yeah, so that's this week's episode. Thank you for listening. I hope next week is much better. I'm sorry. I need to rest. I need to take some time for myself for the next couple of days. I don't really want to talk right now. Just what's, you know, mental illness and all of the stuff that I deal with. I'm exhausted, if that makes any sense. And you may be hearing me jostling around. I don't know if that's picking up or not. But those are part of my tics, things that I do when I'm either uncomfortable or I just, you know, need to do something else. And then my podcast is, you know, something that I share about a lot. I'm forcing myself to do this, but this was my last week. Jury duty. Kind of got in a little trouble. Wore a suit. I look nice. I felt good. But now it's time to rest. And see you next week. Don't know what next week will bring, but I will definitely let you know. Much love. And I I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. You are amazing. Stay safe. Be amazing. I don't remember everything that I say after I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to go. So please be safe, and I bid you all adieu.